Hey everyone, it's Adam here, CEO of HODL. Today I'm going to answer two questions from the community. The first one is, what are we doing to get more tokens listed and traffic to HODLX.Exchange? And the second is, do you have a plan to apply for Binance Lab investment? So covering the first question around HODLX, we've actually tweaked that strategy. Previously, it was all about listing tokens and generating swap fees, which would sustain and support the project. However, I don't believe that it's strategically the best thing to do to try and effectively compete with PancakeSwap and other platforms like that, because they have such big liquidity, they're so advanced, they're so well known, that the strategy shifted slightly with HODLX.Exchange, and it's now more of a DeFi hub. So what does that mean? Well, we've got staking, we've got the farming, we've got these specialist pools, we have the swap functions, so you can swap tokens for NFTs. And actually, they're a lot more lucrative. A lot more of the focus around our hub has headed towards the NFTs. And we've seen that, in terms of the volume of NFTs we've sold over the last 6 months. Now, to put it into perspective, the kind of revenue generation you would get from swap fees, you would have to make hundreds of swaps for a comparison to every single one NFT that you sell. So selling the NFTs and adding all this utility to our platform and making it more of a hub than just a swap with basic staking and farming is the strategic direction that we're taking. The other thing that we will do, though, is we're going to look to list a handful, and I do mean a handful, maybe 3, 4, 5 strong passive income based projects, so that our platform can generate a reputation as somewhere to go to access passive income generative projects that you can trust. So the idea that we're going to list hundreds of tokens and earn huge amounts of swap fees is just not realistic, in my opinion. The cost to drive traffic to that and to compete with platforms like PancakeSwap, where they have such great liquidity, that the price impact is much lower. It doesn't make sense to me. So I don't think that's really a smart strategy. Whereas if we develop the technology of our hub, make it a place where there's all sorts of different ways that you can earn, and put the focus on NFTs, which are far more lucrative to our project and our community, that makes more sense. But that said, I do think that there is scope to add a handful of really smart projects that we partner with that are good for passive income generation, so that as a user, if you go to this platform, that's what you're going to find, that's what you're going to be met with, and it adds value to your whole process of unlocking passive income as a user. So the strategy is slightly changed. We're not just going to arbitrarily list any Tom, Dick, or Harry. It's going to be more focused, fewer projects, and more around providing more ways to earn passive income and more innovation around our NFTs. That's the first question. The second question was around Binance Labs and their investment funds. So yes, it's something we need to look at and get sorted. We put in, I think it was 2 applications that I need to look into last week for Binance, because they've obviously got various initiatives and programs. Binance Lab is another one that we need to apply for. So right now we haven't put in an application, but we want to get that sorted pretty soon. Binance is huge for us. It's obviously a great brand. We're built on their chain, so we need to do as much as we can to engage them and access any potential funding that they have available, because they are the brand behind us, really. And obviously one day we would love to list on Binance, so this is a great way to build up to that. So yeah, we're not currently we don't currently have our application in for the Binance Lab, but let's see if we can make sure that's in before the month is out. Okay, thanks everyone.